The good news for you is that your problems don't depend on the season. Like, you aren't losing because of some meta change or because of some kind of like seasonal quirk.
Mm-hmm.
And like your mistakes are just normal macro, so that's what we will be tackling.
Okay.
So I have a list of things I want to go over. So first, how we approach the game, right? So how do you see yourself as a jungler, right? So you play a game and you play.
I would say my role as a jungler is to be the leader of the team, to track the enemy jungler and to always know where everything is supposed to be, where the jungler is supposed to be, and how I can do the best play in every single moment to take as many objectives and to take towers or get myself ahead in the game to the point where we can just control the map. Vision wise, gold wise, and then objective wise.
Okay, and how do you see your teammates in that? Like, how do you see your team?
Like chess pieces, I think. Like you need everything to have a position, to have a role. Some things you can do with your team and some things you can't really control. I try to stay away from making a bad play because of a team that's not playing as well. And I just try to focus on myself and get myself ahead, and then with my lead, get some vision into one big play that overall will win the game.
Okay. Generally, my preferred approach is similar. I personally just treat the game as a single player game.
Okay.
Which is like, I get into the lobby, I instantly click on the like mute button for everyone, and I just like enjoy my time. And when you treat the game as a single player game, it helps a lot with your mental, because like jungle is always, you know, the one getting flamed. So I would just like perma mute all, don't listen to anyone. Like these guys don't have anything useful to say. Challenger players don't have anything useful to say, like in solo queue, so I don't see any reason to really listen to them. Their pings are also useless.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I don't think it, for me as a player and as a person, I don't think it affects my mental, so I don't mind leaving it open, because sometimes I will try to communicate with them to get them to go to Nash or things like that. I do think sometimes pings throw me off, so maybe that's a thing that I should look onto.
Well, consider that when you mute all, right, you can still type, and you can still ping.
And they see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you don't want to deafen, because when you deafen, then you can't type.
Okay.
But when you mute all, you can type. So like, leave chat on in settings, but just mute all. And don't coach people in the game. I noticed, I think, in the first game, you were trying to like type to the trash.
Yeah. I was wondering if he had a cooldown on his W. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, but that's completely irrelevant. Yeah, because here's the thing. Like, whether he had the cooldown or not didn't matter. Now, because you died here, right?
Yeah.
So like, okay, he didn't throw the W, but now you have 12 seconds to make a game plan. Because when the 12 seconds is up, you need to buy your item and run to one side of the map.
Yeah.
So so these kind of quiet times when you are dead or when you are just walking to the lane, they need to be used on, you know, like useful things. I don't like Professor, and I don't like these overlay apps. Because like, no matter what, like if you check this like Professor Control X menu, right, which tells you like good player, bad player.
Yeah.
It implants ideas in your head. For example, you see that your Yasuo is actually, according to Professor, an auto-field support main. And that puts an idea in your head, right? Like, do I play around this or do I not? Even if you say that you aren't affected, like you're right. Your subconscious doesn't care about what you think.
No, you're absolutely right. I think it's mentally damaging. I think when I see like 2 Smurfs on the bot lane, it definitely damages my mentality.
Yeah, so there is just no need for that. But anyways,
Yeah, you're right. I think this is a big thing, actually. I think it makes my mental way worse, especially when I see Smurfs against me.
okay,
Instead of playing my own game, I try to like play safe, I guess, and not make mistakes against Smurfs.
okay. As for play for yourself, so when I play jungle, what I like to do is just get my camps and then go look. I like look at the lanes as you are doing camps, right? But generally, what I like to do is just simplify the game. Especially if our goal is master, right? Like you aren't going for like rank 1 jungler, and you aren't really in a position to be going for rank 1 jungler yet, like first hit master.
Yeah, of course.
So for now, let's simplify the game and just get good habits going. So I think that playing for yourself and prioritizing farm over everything else is a good idea, especially since you are playing mostly farming junglers. In my opinion, don't play Nunu, don't play Lee Sin, don't play Sejuani, just plain Kayn, Ekko, and Hecarim or Nocturne. Or like I see that you play Nocturne.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what kind of farming jungler you like as like a fourth option. Hecarim and Nocturne are as the third option. Hecarim and Nocturne are the most popular ones from what I've seen.
So I play Ekko. I play Kayn as my secondary, and then like I used to play Sejuani as my third and Nunu also, but if you suggest going like the same, because it is different play styles when you play Sejuani and Ekko. But I do feel like I need that pick like Sejuani. I do need to have a hyper ganker from time to time because just of the way the like nature of the game when I see their picks. Do you get what I mean?
I mean, I can imagine, for example, that. Okay, I would actually like an example from you. So you pick Sejuani here, okay? Why? Like
I think we have
actually don't know what you mean really.
So we have a lot of damage with Varus, with Fionn, with Vel'Koz, and then my pick can win us the game. We were actually winning very hard until like minute 6. I think Varus DC'd, and then we lost. But the thing is, I see we have a Varus, we have a Vel'Koz. They both benefit from me locking the enemy in one place, so we can output all of our damage like very, very efficiently. Especially with Fionn and Tahm Kench. I think it was a good pick for my team to output their damage according to the champions they pick.
So generally, this is a correct idea. However, there is a slight problem, which is, you are trusting this guy 48% win rate in gold 2 to output damage,
Yeah.
Which, like, it's not a bad idea if you trust your teammates when you hit master or something, because then like people can start to like actually right click and do damage. But if you look at like boosters, okay, so like boosters are good to look at because boosters always optimize for time, climb the fastest that they can. What champions do boosters play?
Like Rengar.
Yeah.
Graves, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hyper carries, Talon.
Yeah, why?
It's just a champion that can go really fast all over the map and can like definitely solo carry. They have a lot of like solo mechanics that they can utilize to take over the game.
Yeah, because like you play Sejuani, right? And then you have like 3 ganks early game, and then you are an ult bot, and then you pray that your team is good enough to actually deal damage and doesn't int.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good way to climb for you. I think that the playstyle itself, in terms of just, playing the game properly, is perfectly viable. So like if you were to join a team, right, like you are in like a team where everyone is master, certainly play Sejuani Yon, very good combo, helps everyone, but not in gold solo queue,
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think the issue is with me right now, I'm not feeling confident enough to carry with my Ekko, with my Kayn, with my Nocturne mechanically to play. So I feel like I do want to play like as perfect as possible, and then if I do get unlucky and like I make the wrong mechanic play, as long as I have the good macro, the good mindset, the good champ, then I can at least look over the game and see, okay, this mistake happened here and this player made this mistake. But when it comes to my part, because when I get masters, it's not like the world ends and then there's no more league for me. Of course, that's my goal, but I do want to improve as a player. And I think locking my creativity to one champ or one playstyle is just going to overall decrease my quality as a player.
I don't know if that's true, because here's something I noticed. I don't have any kind of like study on this. This is just like my experience as a coach. Do you know this kind of mobalytics graph? With like
Sure.
CS, damage, whatever. So here's like your graph, roughly, okay? Like let's say this is your graph.
Okay.
And here is Chovy's graph, right?
Sure.
Or like, okay, Showmakers actually. This is Showmaker. Do you know how Showmaker started? So the guy started as a Katarina one trick. Which means that if we have all of these things where it's like CS damage, like vision, whatever, like how do Katarina one tricks play? Let's take blue. Like, do Katarina one tricks farm? No. They just like leave mid lane and go off to kill bot lanes, right? So his kill, so his like kill stat was high. I don't know, like Kappa or something. So his like kill participation and kills were good, and his damage was good.
Yep.
But his CS was rather bad. His vision was non-existent. This is his graph, and that's how he hit like challenger on Katarina.
Right.
So why is his graph green now? Like, he did not start off as a well-rounded player. He was a Katarina one trick. Like, Katarina players are not playing the game, you know?
So I think what I get from your explanation is that firstly, he radically focuses on damage, KP, and kills, and once he has that champion locked down, then he will, after hitting challenger, then he will choose the champions that do more CS and vision, and once he have all of those styles together, then he can put it all. Is that correct?
Yes, although don't overrate or maybe don't undervalue champion mastery, because the things that I will show you, like I will not show you when it comes to game macro. I won't show you like a single Ekko specific thing. Maybe a Kayn specific thing, because he's a bit of a weirder champion with the E-pass, with like the E going through walls, but I will be showing you jungle fundamentals, and you can apply them to every champion. It's just that farming junglers are a bit better at farming, and ganking junglers are a bit better at ganking. So, yeah.
With Ekko specifically, I know you say he is a farming champion, which he's not. He's not a ganking champion, but I think the way I play Ekko is I kind of go hybrid, and I kind of try to farm as much as possible. But if I see an opportunity, then I will try to also gank more than I would do with any other farming champion like Kayn.
Well,
so is that something that you want to work on?
Yeah, like if you need to consider if that's good, because what we will notice in your replays is that you depend on the outcome of fights a lot. Which is, if you win the fight, happy game. I mean, usually you just get into like a slightly better position, but if you lose the fight, it's game over. And we don't want to depend on the outcome of fights, because fights, not counting just like 1v1s, but fights generally involve other people who can make mistakes. Gotcha. So we only want to rely on 1v1s, because that's something we fully control, and we want to rely on our own gameplay, right?
Yeah. definitely. I like that, and I really agree with what you say about how taking a fight early on, and now like looking back at it, I do that a lot where I kind of risk the kill mid lane, but if I don't get the kill mid lane early on, then my tempo is fucked, and that like potentially my game is fucked. So I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, but
Makes sense.
just to finish off this, TLDR is get good at one thing. Doesn't matter the champion. Like you can be the most, I don't know, aggressive Yumi player in the world, as long as you are playing correctly and you hit decent elo with that style, you will learn a small subset of fundamentals well. And then once you have a small subset of fundamentals well learned, and you have some champion mastery, then you can think about playing perfectly. Because frankly speaking, you will not be able to play perfectly now, because there is just too much for you to consider. So don't focus on that. Just pick a style, which for you I would say farming into then picking up some free kills is the best style currently, and is the most consistent style. That's why all the boosters do that. And then once you get to a higher elo, then you branch out.
Sounds good. And what would you consider a higher elo, like masters?
Yeah, like masters. I mean, I'm not using high elo, low elo. Like it's difficult to just pinpoint. You know, like D2 is high elo. That's kind of stupid. But I mean, like higher elo where you actually have to start playing the game properly. Because what we will notice in these games is that people just kind of int into you. Like you just could clear camps, and then after every clear, like just go and pick up a free kill.
Okay.
But like if you get to, let's say, like high diamond, high diamond people still kind of run it. But if you get to like high master, then people actually started like jungle tracking and looking at the minimap, and then they will not just die usually.
Yeah.
And then
So-
you and then you have to, then once you are already high master, then you figure out, okay, so I can't just randomly pick up kills. Now I have to learn how to play the game properly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so play for yourself. Let's put that at point C. So the first thing I notice is that you start red buff.
Yep.
Why?
For Ekko, it's just a way better clear. It's a faster clear from red side into blue side. You always start red buff on Ekko because just red side, Krugs and Raptors is just going to give you a way faster clear. Doing Gromp is like tedious for Ekko.
Okay, but I have to ask you then, right? So you finish blue.
Yeah.
Sound mute. You finish blue very late. Like you finish blue at 15 seconds, 17 seconds.
Yeah.
So like that's not a fast clear because here I have.
And they start blue, these guys?
No, they start Raptors.
Really?
And they do a full clear in 3:15.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like
I think my clear is outdated.
Yeah, like I will have the links, but basically, like if you are going to play jungle, like you need to be the most up to date on clears.
Right.
So yeah, like there is a Raptor clear, which is 3:15, and then there is, I think this is like the same video on the same clear. This is on 2 clear, so this is on the Raptor clear, and then there is also a blue side clear, which he finishes the blue side clear at 3:20. So he is also in time for club, even starting from blue.
And which one does he start at blue? Does he start blue buff?
Let me check. Yes.
Really? That's curious. Can you just show me quickly like how he does it? Because does he go Gromp second?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. I remember that always it's been a thing where you have to start red on Ekko, but I just didn't research when I came back, I guess. So that makes sense.
Yeah, like that's the benefit of having like 3 champions. So if you play like Ekko, Kayn, and let's say Nocturne, which is a very solid pool, then like it's not difficult to learn how to clear, on 3 champions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, here he will just like run around and do the camps, right? I don't think there will be anything crazy.
All right, I see how it is. It takes, and after this it takes Fred. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Okay, makes sense.
But note that here there is a raptor into cracks clear.
Yeah. That's interesting. I will definitely do that instead.
Yeah,
Because my clears have been really bad on Ekko, I think, but I thought that was just the champ.
Yeah, because
I guess not.
Clear, like red, crag, raptors, crag, red, into camps.
Is really good.
Yes,
it's
but
gonna
like
set
it
up
gives
your
you level
card.
6 the fastest, because your smaller camps respawn the fastest. Because you finish
Right.
this at 142. Do you know the respawn timer for camps?
No, but
It's 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
all game?
Yes, so you get the camp back at 4 minutes, which is
Yeah,
very
that's
fast. So you just
really
clear,
good.
you do crab, and you insta-recall.
But then on my second clear, do I do Raptors into Krugs or do I do Krugs into Raptors? Because
Well,
that's
so here's the
gonna...
thing. I see this as two things, okay? So this is a good question. So let's go back here.
But then why would I not start Krugs maybe? Just to have my...
Crack start is short, is like just slower. But consider that you have 2 ways to play this, 3 ways to play this. So you do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this respawns first, and this respawns second, this third, fourth.
Yeah.
So now you finish this crab. This is like 345. So now if you recall instantly, you get to this, like only this is respawned. So you don't get a choice.
Yeah.
But if let's say you see, okay, top lane is overextended. Let's grab a kill. Then first look, this is a good situation for us. Because if we even don't get the kill, we don't care. Like even if we die, right? Then we just go and clear our respawned camps. So we aren't relying on the fight to win us the game.
Yeah.
And then like something happens, it's like 410. You recall. And then these things are also up. So then you can just do this.
Yeah.
But maybe
and you're trying to find a play to make the pathing back to regular, where you do Krugs into Raptors instead of doing that waste of time from Raptors to Krugs.
Yeah, generally. Although note that, for example, you might know that you cleared this, right? Okay, and you are here.
I skip Krugs sometimes. I rather sometimes skip Krugs, honestly.
Yeah, but like we are after our first clear. Okay, 345 again.
Okay.
And we see that our bot lane is like super aggro, right? So our bot lane is, let's say, Kalista,
Alistar.
Nautilus, or Alistar, okay?
Yeah.
And enemy bot lane is something that's quite like short range. So let's say enemy bot lane is Zaya, Rakan, okay?
Sure.
Not the easiest to gank, but you have Nautilus, you should be fine.
Yeah.
And you see that your Kalista Nautilus just crashed the wave.
Sure.
So what will happen to the wave after it's crashed?
It's gonna come back to the middle.
Yeah,
No?
like it will bounce back into your team now. So now, if you insta recall, what happens is on your second clear, you go, let's say Raptors cracks into a free gank, and then you just like recall, for example.
Yeah.
You go blue gromp. You have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Look mid top.
My one issue, which I think it's not really detrimental in low elo, but my one issue with that, the way I like to do things, because okay, let's say I get the gank and we get summoners, then what's stopping their jungler from just invading my blue side?
No, nothing. That's just a risk that you are taking.
Mm-hmm.
There is also a factor that if you are quick,
you can catch the jungler maybe.
no, I mean if you are quick, so on the first clear, like you are a weak champion, right? So like here you are level 2, here you are here you are level 1, level 2, level 2.
Yeah.
So these camps you clear quite slowly. But these camps you are level 3 on.
Yeah.
So these camps you clear faster, and then you like do your thing, recall, come back with like an amp tome.
Yeah.
Then what happens is that there is a big gap. So you clear this, and then again you clear this slowly.
Yeah.
So now these camps are going to come up later. So if you go for a fast gank, and the enemy is like here for some reason, and they say, oh shit, easy invade, then nothing is up.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Like, I agree that generally, if let's say you are a bit slower, so maybe you actually went for a top lane gank.
Yeah, that's what I prefer. I prefer going for the plays after my camps are down, simply because the jungler might make a mistake and invade me when my camps are down, and even if he doesn't, at least I know that it's like I did something. I like the idea. What I would like to offer, maybe tell me what you think about it, is because I'm clearing Raptors and because I'm clearing Krugs and my timer is kind of fucked there. Sorry for cursing. Is messed up.
I don't care.
So I would maybe look for either a lane gank in bot into my Krugs and then fix my entire route.
Oh, that's just a possibility, right? So you fast recall, and let's say the wave is actually pushing out.
Yeah.
And enemy has an aggro lane. Then you go there and you cover, right? So that they can crash, and then you just go and clear. Yes, that's perfectly viable. Like again, I'm not selling you the one clear that will get you to challenger. Like we are just looking, okay, so like we clear like that, and then like let's see how we adapt.
Yeah, that's good. I like it, and I like the way we're looking at this. It's better overall. Clearing faster is better, even if like later on I need to adapt. It's just a better, like better for me.
Okay. Where are we? Back. So we clear. That's fine. It's good that you are looking. We clear.
And then I simply see that Cassidy has to push this, so I really want to go.
So I actually want to look at this from this game POV, because it's like we can just see the time a bit better. Let's say vision. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Here, like you can look mid, right? Like it's fine to look mid and like see, okay, there might be an opportunity. Sure. But blue side no, okay? Kassadin. You just cleared, like you are the Kassadin. You just cleared a big wave. This is a 4th wave crash. A 4th wave crash or a 3rd wave crash? No, this is the 4th wave crash, yes. You have a lot of gold. Like you have enough gold for an Amptom and a refillable pot, like Dream Back for Kassadin or like Dark Seal and refillable pot. Why not just recall?
It does that, no?
No, he stays. Oh, okay, no, he recalls in the middle of the lane for some reason.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like you are investing time betting that he will like recall here or stay. Well, like what if he just run back? Then you are a Gromp down, and then you try to fight for this, and like Viego clears faster. He comes with level 4, you know. Like, Sylas can't really join a fight. Like Kathleen is teleporting, so he will be back for crab fight or something.
So you think I should smite blue and come before, or do you think I should give up?
I think you should just do Gromp. Like a gank timer would be now. Like if you now came out of Fog of War and threw a W, but you just didn't have the position for him.
Yep. I mean, if I smite now and I do my passive, then blue is dead, and then I can go. If I want to look at the play.
That's considerable. Yeah, that's
But is it
actually a
actually
considerable
good?
angle. I think I will still do Gromp here.
I mean, the thing is, if Viego is waiting for me in the bush here for some reason, in the bottom mid lane, I'm dead. That's the thing.
Yeah, so like I don't like really forcing on Ekko early because you are quite weak.
Yeah.
So I would just
Yeah.
do Gromp. I just get to level 4.
Yeah. I think that's a better play. I think I'm risking too much here. If Viego is there, I'm just dead.
It's okay.
That's
You get a kill here. Your bot lane covers you. Like this is not even a bad fight because like you have people coming over. So this is fine. All good.
Yeah.
Get a kill, and honestly just recall.
Not Grump.
No, because look, you are very rich. Very rich. Do you know the timer at which your cracks respawn?
Well, it should be 2:15, right?
Yes.
2:15 off. So, like 4 minutes.
4:20. Because you
Okay.
started red, so it's a bit later, right? If you started like raptors into cracks, then raptors respawn at 4.
Okay.
So 4:20 is generally a good like rule of thumb number for when your first camp respawns. So the same thing with Viego. He's here, so we know he cleared top to bot. So Gromp respawns at 4:20.
Yeah.
So if you recall now, you are making it in time, like roughly for the crack respawn, and then you just clear, like you have a full item, so you like quickly zoom through the whole jungle, and then you have a ton of time to either kill the Kassadin again, or look bot lane, or look at the Viego, because look at what the Viego will do, right?
Yeah.
Like he
Definitely.
will also just recall now. I mean, like forced recall, right? So you would recall at the same time because you recall now. So you have the same timer, but he has like 2 long swords and you have like a full AP item plus boots. So you clear faster and you move faster. So what you could do is you could do something like that where you recall, you go crack Raptors, and this is sitting there happily, right? And enemy has a Kassadin, worthless champion. Go invade Raptors because you are faster than Viego. So you will get there as he is starting it, and because you are rich and you have an actual champion mid lane, and it's not like Lux will roam to you, then you steal his Raptors. And then if you feel confident, you might also steal his cracks. And what happens then? This guy can't
Game
farm
over.
this.
Game is over
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
So if you recall now, you just win the game.
Yeah. And Grump, I do it for like it takes me a long time to do Grump, which is a waste of time. Like it's the worst camp for me to do. I hate that camp.
Yeah, so like that's generally like that's an actual strategy for a lot of champions, which is skip the
and
most
then I get myself
camp.
into this shit fight.
Yes. And like you see that like this is up, waiting for you.
Yeah. Tempo is completely lost.
Yes. And like if we lose this fight, we open.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
and now Viego can invade me also.
Like if Aphelios is competent, which he's not obviously because this is gold, then you guys actually just get like clean 3-0 here. Because he just doesn't dodge.
That's the thing,
hook,
but I think if Trash hooks W's me, I think we win. No, that's a thing.
I mean, Trash should never hit the hook.
Yeah.
Like this guy has flash, right? Like consider this. Like Edrich just eat forward. Like this guy is flashing onto me, so like obviously something is up. So you are using a ton of time, and if Aphelios just flashes the hook and nothing happens, like you are so behind on tempo.
Yeah.
Like the Viego should already be finishing his Gromp, which he's going for crap for some reason again, but tempo because he should already be resetting his camps.
Yeah, I mean he can go my side at this point when he's here.
Yeah. And then like
game is over.
like not game would not be over here, but like you would get behind, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And like all that has to happen is Thresh misses the hook. Like you are trusting your Thresh to hit the hook in gold. Like what if he misses and then still commits? Then you feel compelled to go there because you are close anyways. But then the Aphelios just kills you all.
Yeah.
So this is a bad play. I think Gnar dying is like his own problem. We don't really care about that. And now what you will do is you will get a camp or 2 camps and then you will go and gank. Just pay attention to this. Like your camps are respawning, right? Like this is up. Guaranteed gold.
My thought process is to get the Drake, and the best way to do that would be ganking bots.
What does the Drake achieve though?
Well, I think it's getting us closer to a win condition, no?
You are the win condition. I mean,
Okay.
like aside from like in this game, Ekko is great into these champions. Like that's one thing. And second, like Drake is a team buff. Like you got like 50 gold from it. I don't care about it. It takes so long to do. Like you are complaining about Gromp, but this is like 3 times Gromp.
Yeah.
So like the only time you can really do Drake as a jungler this early is your team is like crushing the wave bot lane and they can come and help you and they have good DPS on the Drake. If not, just ignore it and just farm and get strong.
Sounds good.
Because again, like this is not an obvious win at all. Like the benefit is that this guy doesn't have summoners, but none of these guys have summoners. You don't have summoners.
Yeah.
So like all that needs to happen is you die again, you die, Viego is getting a dive onto Egnar, so he's getting a high value play. And then he just like recalls, clears 2 of his camps and he's suddenly the strongest champion in the game.
Makes sense.
So like now Lux is bad, great. Oh, you even die here. Do you die? I think, yes, you die here.
Pretty sure I'm dying. I die here, yeah.
Yeah. Like as for the mechanics, the W that you threw was stupid. But like if you see a Chinese booster, right, like he just runs over the game. He's not praying that the Aphelios will be bad and we can get kills on him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like currently, you had a turbo winning fight, and you are now 0-2. Like you have the 4 assists, but like again, like you are trusting an Ezreal, which we know is bad, to carry the game.
Yeah.
Which, if you clear your camps, consider this. You clear all of your camps, right? Boom, 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 boom. This is 12, 12, 28 CS. Okay? We don't get the top crop. The top crop we don't care about. After that, you get this beautiful fight. Great. You recall. You get 4, 4, invade 4. Cracks maybe you can't get. You go here 4, 4, 4. So you get 6 times 4, right? Yes. You get 24 CS. Yeah. And this thing, right? This is done at like 4:30. Because you are fast, right? Like you clear fast on the second clear. So this thing respawns at 7, roughly. Which means that you would be clearing this now. So you would already have, at this point, you would have 52 CS, which you have 36. And in a minute, you would have additional 16 CS. So you would have 68 CS at minute 8. So if we check your CS at minute 8, like let's see, like you do Crab and then you do Drake. So your CS at minute 8 is 48. You are 20 CS down from what you could have been. So you are like minus 33% CS.
Yeah.
So inefficient pathing is making it so that you can't play the game, because now you are not strong. You just want to be a Chinese booster, you know? Like, just run over the game, no one can fight you, just wherever you go, get kills. But now you are fighting for your life. Viego is also 6. Viego has 2 kills on you.
Yep.
And then if we look at what actually happened, like, you respawned, so you fight, you die. Okay, you respawn, you don't grab your red buff, which is freshly respawned, you want to grab buffs quite quickly. You run, you get wolves, and you insta-fight. Right, like you are just you are just looking for stuff. Like, this crab is not because you wanted to farm crab, it's just because you wanted to make the Drake play. Or maybe you were looking for a mid gang. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that, like, do you know the like fastest timer you can get level 6 as a jungler?
No. I have no clue.
6:30. Like, this is the like fastest timer. Like, laners get 6 at 5:30, and you get 6 at 6:30 if you are very fast. And then if you get 6 at 6:30, it's only 2 waves where the laners are stronger than you because they have ults. And after a minute, you are already stronger than them, because, like, who is stronger, an Orianna, level 6, or like a level 6 Nocturne? Like, the Nocturne always kills the Orianna.
Yeah.
Like a Hecarim. So, like, the Jace, for example, can't do anything into you when you match his level, because, like, ranged champions, or like the bot laners, who are like even under leveled, they can't match bruisers that you are going to be playing.
Yeah.
So you
that
need
makes
to get
sense.
6
I mean,
fast.
that's a waste of time that I'm doing there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I give too much credit for Drake.
Yeah, that's a common problem though. Like, that's a problem with everyone. Like, in team play, people are Master GM junglers are overrating Drake super much, and they do the same mistake where they could be 2 levels on the enemy, but the Drake is up, so they will go for it. And here, like, let's see what happens. We clear Raptors. We clear 1 camp, fight. 1 camp, 2 camps. Okay, that's a benefit recall. And, like, our whole jungle was up. Our whole jungle is up. Everything is up. Like, these walls will respawn. And we are going for a fight. Look. Like, you did nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like shit. Because even if you, let's say, throw the W and it does something, it slows him. And then your Thresh hooks beautifully, and then your Sylas kills. Or maybe even you kill. Like, a kill is not worth much. A full kill is worth way more than a kill. Because a kill is mostly just gold. But the camps are like more gold than a kill. And they give you more EXP. And they reset the timer, so you get more EXP in the long run. And they are like 100% there unless you get invaded. But a kill may happen, may not happen.
Right. No, I completely get that. I understand. I completely understand now the main mistake that I'm doing.
Can you tell me if the Jax has E, if she can use E to block our auto attack?
I don't know.
Now we know, right? But like you are just running to the guy on locked camera and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I'm pathing to the gank in a way that he cannot escape it. Keeping my E, keeping my flash. I can always gap close on him.
I certainly agree, right? But like, just click there and just throw a quick click there, or unlock your camera and just have yourself.
Yeah.
Like, this is the edge of your screen.
Yeah.
And then you see stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very important as Kayn, because Kayn, if you run around on locked camera, like, like you are fast, so you are covering long distances. So then you will cover a long distance, and you don't know what was happening there. It's like playing Zerat with locked camera, you know, like your skill shots are long distance, so you really don't want to have locked camera since you just can't see what's going on at the long distance.
Yeah.
But okay, you get a kill. That's very nice. Recall. I guess you can grab the crab. Grump, actually fine. But then just like grab one hand.
I give my commentary that I don't really care about Grump, but if I'm gonna use my E, if I see it, I take it. If I don't see it, I just recall.
Yeah, and I think that this is a fine time for a recall because you care way more about resetting this camp than you care about the crab. Like crab gives nothing. That's also something you might need an update on since you were not playing in the previous seasons. Crabs are completely useless now.
Really?
Like season 9, like crabs were everything, right? Like
season 10 especially when I played was like
now
a
they
big
don't
thing.
give much.
Really?
Like look at how much the getter of this crab will get. 61 gold, nothing.
Yeah.
It's like two small raptors or 3 small raptors. It's nothing. Well, blowing our flash is not the best.
Yeah.
So let's just quickly look why we had to do it. I mean, because you tried to stay when you have nothing here, right? Like your guy is just TPing back, so Jax has the slow push, so he can like get a move on you. Bard can get a move on you, and you are going into a duel when you your Cassiopeia is dead. But the Bard is here, so he can actually cover this.
Yeah.
So this is just like bottom map awareness, and
just
again like this farming thing, yeah.
Just a recall, I think.
Because the thing is, like Master Elo is not particularly good, so like you can get there fairly stress-free by just full clearing, like just full clear into full clear into full clear, and at the end of the full clear, look if you can get a kill. No macro.
Yeah.
And then like you will be like 10 CS per minute. Like your team will hate you, but you are the guy who's fed, you know, from just clearing, and then you go and you one-shot the whole team. That's whatever.
I saw Warwick bot, so I decided to take his raptors.
You don't want to dive top lane?
I think I was commentating that I need a reset really quickly, so...
Oh wait, you didn't recall, right. Oh right, I forgot about that, yes. So like... Oh, that's why you were so low HP. Now I understand.
Yeah. I went to my Krugs because I had to flash, so I preferred going to my Krugs and then instead of recalling them.
Yeah, but what do you think? Like, is this the correct play?
I would say if I'm already like here, I think I need to do my camps, no?
You're sure? I mean, like, this is like double the distance. Like, it's not that much longer, you know. Like, it's not like you are standing here.
Yeah, I think hindsight now, looking back, probably recalling and getting an item would make my clear faster. So probably just recall here.
Because what is the thing you buy on Kayn? Is it serrated Dirk or do you go something else?
Yeah, it's serrated Dirk.
Because here you could get serrated Dirk and boots, and then first you just walk faster, so your clear is faster. And second, like you have serrated Dirk at 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, I think after this, I'm gonna have so much more efficiency in my games, especially skipping scuttle sometimes when I don't favor it, or simply resetting more often to get better hedge. Because I mean, clearing this without an item is miserable.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
And like imagine this guy has the balls when you have the serrated Dirk, like you just QW auto, he's dead. With the Cassiopeia here. He has no flash.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of input.
Yeah, and then like the dive is free, like you can actually play the game when you are strong. Like look at this, you end top lane here. this Jax is not playing the game, if you recall. He has no TP, no flash. So look. Warwick is here, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you kill this guy. Your guy is level 6. Then, like, there are two options. So you do these raptors, you do these cracks, and you can always escape from the Warwick because he's not 6. You are actually up in levels on him. Again, the value of farm. And you can always E, right? So you are fine. And then you see if the Warwick comes to you. Okay, then like you just cleared his camps, so he is not efficient. But if he doesn't come to you, you just kill the Jax again as he's like just getting back to the lane. He's level 5.
If he doesn't have 6, yeah.
GG.
Yeah. Damn, like I see a lot of difference in the game just by implementing this.
I think the Jax will die on his own. Yeah. Oh, and are you starting an X3? Okay, now you recall. No, you don't recall. Okay,
Yeah.
That cover was it fine? Let's see. Yeah, the Warwick had absolutely nothing. Again, like this Warwick, like that's the thing. Like that's why low elo is so easy because this guy has 3 kills, but he's running around with red smite. You know?
What the fuck?
Like no items.
What the actual fuck? Yeah, that's really bad.
And that's why he's so behind in camps, because he was just like running around and, you know, like just tapping them with Q. No Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is fine to just look, but just go back now. Yeah, this is fine. Like sometimes you just have to drop a camp and look. So this is perfectly normal. Like we don't want to be super passive either, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they lane swapped. Great lane swap, enemy team. Sure, and now go get raptors. Don't do grabs, yeah. Like just power farm everything. Like don't ever go grabs. Don't.
No?
No, stupid. Like grabs help your team, not you. Like I don't care. Get this, clear down, like double your CS recall and come back with a full item at 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Like objectives are the most overrated thing in the game.
I give this too much credit, man. I always try to make them. I always try to get the grubs, the drakes, and I think after this session, I'm gonna look at the game entirely different and like way more efficient. Honestly, this is just.
Now consider though.
But would
that
you do this
if you had nothing, right? Like if this wasn't up. Because the benefit of this is that the Warwick doesn't get it, so you build elite. But if just these camps are up, it's fine to do the grabs. Because they themselves give quite a lot of EXP, so it's not a bad objective, it's just that there are better things to do.
right?
But again, I only care about the grabs because of the EXP. Like, I don't care about your Mundo dealing a bit more damage to the tower, you know?
Yeah, I take them because I notice how good they are in terms of EXP and also like I don't know if they give gold or I felt like whenever I do them, I have a lead over my jungler, over the enemy jungler. But I think
that's because of
camps,
the EXP is really good. Like you get a level lead quite easily if you both just clear your jungle, but you get grabs, you are like a level up.
But I think, as you said, taking those 3 camps topside is way more detrimental, especially since I'm denying the enemy jungler XP.
And that's the strength of Kayn. Like, all you need is one lucky gank, instant GG. Because, like, in Master tier, you know, like, the enemy jungler also knows a bit about the game, so he will be able to counteract you. But, like, this Warwick is just running around with red smite only, right? So if you ever came back with this rated Dirk or Warhammer and you just went ahead and killed him, you know, like you get a free kill shutdown, and he's just dead, and then you take his whole jungle, and then you just farm his jungle instead of your own jungle. And like the game is easy now, Like that's how you get like 30 kills on Kayn, because you get a lot of gold early by just farming and getting random kills because your champion is broken with the E.
Yeah.
And now they can't kill you because they just don't have the sustained damage to like outdo your healing. Now you will manage to die 7 times in this game somehow. But that's again because you are picking fights wrong, right? So like let's look at this fight.
I'm looking at look at this MF. I don't know what the fuck. I saw her using the ult and I was like, I guess we're fighting.
Yeah, but
like
here,
I came here.
Just go.
I just tried to save them. I tried to save my team here.
Yeah, but like you have no ult, right? No, like again, when you look at yourself as the win condition and only yourself, this changes so much because like imagine a Kog'Maw, okay? Like a Kog'Maw or a Twitch, like super hyper carry champions, or a Kayle. If they have no flash, no ult, you just don't fight, right? Because like these are the hyper carry champions, so we need to respect their flash and ult timer.
Yeah.
Why are you not respecting your win conditions, flash and ult timer?
Again, I think my issue is I'm trying to save my team because I'm relying on them. I'm just really relying on my team, trying to like support them. I think it's because maybe in Masters when I was playing, I feel like that was helping the game a lot, like trying to at least like be there and do whatever I can before continuing. I was not looking at myself as the win con, not even now. Like my mentality is completely changed after this session.